Big 30 smacked Moneybagg Yo. They got into a whole argument. This is why he came out and dissed Moneybagg Yo and talked about how he had his whole face done and everything. He exposing him because he's tired. Like, if you didn't notice, basically Moneybagg Yo and them have been finessing Big 30 ever since Pooh Shiesty been locked away and everything. You gotta remember, Big 30 and Shiesty, they from Young Dolph neighborhood. This is why a lot of people were saying that Big 30 should have signed with Young Dolph to begin with, and that's why it was a rocky start to him signing with Bread Gang. Like, Gucci Man was beefing with Yo Gotti and Moneybagg Yo over this whole entire thing. That's why he was really supposed to sign to 1017 and go with Pooh Shiesty, and so that's how people knew it wasn't going to work out anyways, man. Big 30, like, it seemed like they're not pushing him no more. Moneybagg Yo and them, they only want to push people who's CMG. They only want to push Glorilla. Like, Moneybagg Yo was taking 80% of Big 30's money that was coming in and everything, and they stopped booking Big 30 for the shows, and he felt like Moneybagg Yo wasn't doing anything to help him. So when it came to get his, when they came and sat together and tried to talk it out and try to figure everything out, they went to Yo Gotti's office, and pretty much Young Dolph was right. Young Dolph was right about the whole thing. They ended up pretty much like throwing him under the bus and making it to where Big 30 couldn't make no bread, and they had all the control over him and everything. So what ended up happening is that Big 30, he wanted out of the whole situation. That's why he dissed Moneybagg Yo. He don't want to have nothing to do with Yo Gotti. He pulled up to Moneybagg Yo's hood and basically let it be known that he ain't messing with them no more and that he's looking for him. And now Yo Gotti, he trying to come together and fix this whole problem. And it all pretty much started with the fact that they never seen eye to eye. Like, the fact that Shiesty and Big 30 they really should have went with Dolph, because Dolph would have turned them into superstars, millionaires, and he wouldn't have made it to where they all got in trouble or stopped getting booked for shows. Like, one thing you got to understand is that Big 30 in the back of his head always knew that Moneybagg Yo wasn't really like rocking with him 100%. He wasn't a full supporter. This is why when they left Big 30 out of the mural for Bread Gang and for the whole CMG mural, like, you gotta understand, Zach Randolph, Zebo, Moneybagg Yo, they made the decision to leave Big 30 off of the mural. They put Newski in, which is Big 30's cousin who got hit up. They put Big Scar in and everything because he's from Memphis and all that, but they left Big 30 out, and that's when Big 30 started feeling like they rather push Glorilla than push him, and this is why he hasn't gotten a lot of shine this year. And you could tell that he has a lot to, pretty much, he knows a lot about what's been really going on behind Moneybagg Yo, Yo Gotti, what they did with Young Dolph. Big 30, he really was, when he grew up, he was rocking with Dolph more than Yo Gotti and them. Big 30 said his favorite rapper out of Memphis was Dolph. So if y'all rocking with Dolph, go ahead, like this video and subscribe, because Big 30 now, he's coming for Memphis. He's coming for the top spot, and he's not gonna sit there and let Moneybagg Yo and them pretty much put him down and try to block his reign on his parade and everything like that. So once Pooh Shiesty gets out, Big 30 is gonna link back up with them, and basically they're gonna continue on their run like they had back when Dolph gave him the advice. He said just keep going and all that. And so now Big 30, he has a lot of fans in Memphis. You got to understand, he grew up in the streets of Memphis. He got a lot of people that's been like watching him and his whole rise and everything like that. So he got the community behind him, and so now we're gonna see, is everybody gonna pick a side between Moneybagg Yo and Big 30, because this is Pooh Shiesty's #1 like right hand man. So when Pooh Shiesty gets out, he's gonna send his people to Moneybagg Yo. There's gonna be beef and all that between them, because this is the beef that already began with 1017 versus Yo Gotti and Moneybagg Yo, Bread, BGE, and CMG. That's why, like, you gotta understand, Yo Gotti and Gucci Man always had their whole like issues and everything, and this kind of leaked into it because both of them wanted to sign Big 30. You gotta understand that they were all on it was a big cash grab to try to sign all the hot artists out of Memphis, because everybody that had that style, that had that flow, for some reason Memphis had all the most popular rappers like the last 2-3 years. So everybody was rushing, trying to sign him, trying to get him under their team. Yo Gotti and Moneybagg Yo were pretty much making offers, putting up, like, signing people left and right, giving them 100,000 here, 50,000 here, trying to get them on the team and all that, because that's what Young Dolph was doing. Young Dolph, like, you see how he made Key Glock, Big Moochie Grape, and all these people, Kenny Money. He made all these people get on and they own lane and get a lot of fans and pretty much run it up in the music game. So Yo Gotti and them were trying to do the same thing, just like how Dolph was doing it. So when it came to Big 30, you got to understand, Gucci Man already signed Pooh Shiesty. And Pooh Shiesty said Big 30 is going to go wherever he goes because they like two peas in a pod. So what ended up happening is that Yo Gotti and Moneybagg Yo came and undercut Gucci Man and offered Big 30 a deal. Like, they're like, boom, put 200K right in front of him and pretty much gave him a thing he couldn't turn down. He couldn't turn down 200K, like, right now, guaranteed in front of you. Especially the way Big 30, he just came up out the hood. He was just living in the hood and he got offered 200,000. So just like how anybody else would, he took the deal. And once Gucci Man and them heard about it, they were like, wait, you can't do that. They were already in the works of putting together something to get Big 30 on 1017. So then now, all of a sudden, it was a whole beef and an issue between Yo Gotti and Gucci Man, because he knows that Yo Gotti used Moneybagg Yo to try to hurry up and get him to sign Big 30 so Gucci Man or Dolph couldn't sign him. And this is when they all pretty much like were going at it against each other, and they were online dissing each other and dissing in the songs and everything like that. This is the main reason why, like, Pooh Shiesty and didn't do any work with Yo Gotti and Moneybagg Yo. Like, they pretty much tried to make it to where, like, it was a clear decision that they were gonna stay with 1017 and that Big 30 would have to do the features with Pooh Shiesty and they was gonna have to split the money and everything like that. But at the end of the day, now we see it had to have been some major thing between Big 30 and Moneybagg Yo that caused them to fall out like this. Because we never seen Big 30 come out and diss Moneybagg Yo just like that. So it had to have been something over the money. It had to have been an issue where Big 30 found out he was getting played, or he wasn't seeing the whole piece of the pie that he was supposed to get. And we got to understand, a lot of these dudes, yeah, they're going to be trying to finesse these young rappers. We already know about how it goes down when Yo Gotti tried to sign Dolph and he was willing to throw his other artists under the bus. Dolph said that himself in the Breakfast Club interview. He said that he was going to pretty much get rid of Starlito if Dolph signed. And Dolph was like, and you going to do that to your own artist that you already have? So if somebody big comes after him, he would throw him under the bus too to get the next hot guy and all that, allegedly. So anybody who's popping and who got a wave and all that, Yo Gotti and them, Moneybagg Yo and them basically wanted to sign them because at that time they were on fire, they were hot. But then if somebody new come around, then they gonna pretty much ditch them and get the new guy anyways, even though there ain't nothing wrong with those other artists. They just, Moneybagg Yo and them just didn't want to put in what they had to put in to boost up Big 30 and all the other people that they were working with. So at the end of the day, it was an issue about, you know, them not agreeing to something. And this is why Big 30, he didn't want to have nothing to do with them. He wanted to be able to have his own, be his own boss and not have to answer to Moneybagg Yo and Yo Gotti, because it's so many people that's involved and he don't want to be looked at as being on their side when he was really on Young Dolph's side. Like, Big 30's letting that be known to everybody that he really like rock with Young Dolph's side, and he's just gonna leave Moneybagg Yo and Yo Gotti and them because they were bad for business anyways. They about to get a RICO charge put on them, so he might as well get out while he can before he gets wrapped up into all the trouble and the karma that they got coming for them.